There it is. Soap and water on the roof and on the pillars and all the way down the passenger side here. I'm getting ready to mix up my primer, let it induce, let it get through the induction period. I think it's 30 minutes, and get this puppy sprayed. Check in with you either in progress or when I'm done. Worked out well. I even had some clean paper towels that I got done when I got finished with everything, and wiped it down with some clean paper towels, and they came off clean. No debris or anything, so I like how it's turning out. Alright, I'll check back in with you. Okay, previous video I mentioned when I sprayed my hood with the Nason epoxy primer that I think I made a few mistakes. I had some pretty heavy, it was a really heavy spray pattern, and I think I had too much going. So what I did is I noted where I had the position set before on the adjustments on. Now I've got the cheapo Harbor Freight. I think this is the $30 one. I don't remember how much it was, but it was cheap. So what I've done is, what I'm going to document is, I'm getting ready to spray the epoxy on the El Camino on the passenger side, rear body, and then the roof and stuff. So the reason I'm showing you this is this is what I'm going to do now. Now I just got through doing a little test pattern with some lacquer thinner. I think lacquer thinner, yeah. And it looks pretty good because the consistency is going to be a little bit high, a little thicker, obviously, when I get ready to spray the primer, the epoxy. But on the just on the lacquer thinner itself, what I'm doing is I've got 4 adjustments that I'm looking at. I'm looking at my gauge PSI, which is my built-in regulator that came with the gun. I'm also looking at let's see, gauge PSI air. Air is my adjustment on the bottom here. And what I've done, let me see if I can zoom in. I don't know if it's going to show up or not. But what I did, yeah, it's right there. I've got a little, I took my scratch awl and I marked an index on my knob for my airflow, and I marked an index for my needle here, and I marked an index for my volume. So I've got air, I have flow, and I have volume, okay? And then also I've got the gauge. And so what I've got from the position that I had it set when I was blowing the lacquer thinner, I went ahead and set everything, cleared my gun, got it emptied out, and then turned everything completely closed, right? So on my volume knob here, I turned it completely closed, and it went, and I indexed it here because that's where the little diagram is. I indexed it to the right, so I started right there, and I closed it, and it went one full complete close. So that's where I've got the volume. I unscrew it, one full turn. All right, same thing here. I marked it to the top, and when I got finished spraying, I screwed it all the way in, and this is my flow. So that means I screwed my flow all the way in 1.5. So basically I just came back and I backed it out 1.5 turns here, and then finally on the airflow, air out, I did 3. So you can what I did on this one is when I screwed it in, after I indexed it to the front, it went 3 full turns in. So now I can literally take this gun apart, clean it, and put it all back together. Front seat, all of my adjustments, front seat my airflow, front seat my volume, front seat my needle, and be able to take them right back to where I was on this. Now after I'm done spraying my epoxy primer, I'm going to make some test patterns there, but at least I've got a starting point now. You know, whereas I wasn't sure if I was too far in, too far out, if I had enough flow, not enough flow, volume, etc., etc. And then all these obviously are adjustable based on the gauge pressure. So we'll see what happens, and we'll definitely check in and let you guys know how it turns out. All right, well, we'll see you soon. Can you see it? Can you see it? No more bare metal. Got it done. Yay. Got 2 coats of Nason, whatever it's called, ful-Poxy, I don't forget what it is. Went on pretty good. Made some adjustments to my gun. I got one run right down here. I hit it pretty hard on the first coat. I should have done a lighter coat on the first round, but I had a run down here that I just covered. Again, it's primer, and then I didn't have the cap tight enough on my gun, on my lid, and dripped some on the paint right there. I think you can see it. Yep. Got a drip there, but other than that, it went down pretty good. Got a light spot. Went a little shallow right here. Right here, but again, it's all right. Other than that, she is coated, so I don't have to worry about rust spots anymore. I made a few adjustments to my paint gun, nothing big, nothing special. The only thing was the fan size. I opened it up a little bit and then turned my flow down, so I was kind of spitting and spattering, which is why I got the first run down here on the first coat. But then after I played with it, did a couple of test panels, for example that fender right there, realized that if I opened my fan up a little bit and turned my paint flow down, then I got a pretty good spray out of it then. So good sheen for epoxy primer. The only thing about it is when you spray shiny stuff, well, it's not too bad actually. I'm gonna say when you spray shiny stuff, it starts to show the little dents and dings and stuff here, boop, right there. This quarter panel's in pretty good shape. Again, got the windshield channel done, and then I'll have to do some work on these pillars here. When I worked them over, I was trying to get some of this rust knocked down on them. I gouged it pretty good, but I'll just do maybe some high build or whatever after the fact. Not too worried about inside here because this is all going to be covered by trim, but this outside right here, this is going to be body filler anyway because this is where I patched. I had a big gash, big rust. This was completely rusted out right here, and I came in and put the patch in along with the post. So I'll be coming and grinding this out and filling that back in, but this is just to get it sealed, get it out of the water and the rust and stuff. I mean the rain. If it's ever sitting out in the rain, I can make some room in the garage. But got a spot here, here, a little bit of a dip back here. See a ding over there. But that's it. That's it. Did it. Done. Finished for the weekend. Sun's going down. Didn't have enough time to get started on the electrolysis for that door there. But that's going to be my next project. And onto the other side, passenger side, getting that all down to bare metal, and then doing the next is going to be the door hinge post pillars, and then figuring out what I'm going to do with the rust on the inside there. Still haven't figured that out yet, but soon enough. Hope you guys had a good weekend. It's Sunday, late Sunday here, and winding things down. I'm gonna pull some stuff in the garage and get things cleaned up, and hope everybody's doing well. We will check in with you next time around. See you on the tube. Adios.